What a stupid, but simultaneously incredible intro. Hey, what's up? It's Ryan, and today we're playing I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-licking good dating simulator. Um, what to say? This game came out for free. It is made by KFC and a group called PsyOps, which their logo was they were squeezing like an eye drop into a chicken's mouth, which is kind of weird to think about. Beef Boy Bob, what's up? Yes, this is a dating sim. You must really like Colonel Sanders. I do not. I do enjoy some KFC on occasion. I'm more of a Popeyes fan. Um, yeah, this game is just free, and because Valentine's Day was just a couple days ago, I was a little too busy to live stream, so I figured I'd play this in the spirit of continuing to beat games in one live stream. I can probably beat this in under 3 hours, I imagine. It can't be that long of a game, can it? And I imagine it'll be really stupid and funny along the way. So let's start a new game. Before we get started, tell us your name. Shit, my name. I'm just gonna go with a classic, Poopy? Sound good? Yeah, great. They accepted it. Wonderful. I bet this game will make me hungry. I can say that. You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. The world is peaceful and serene. You could say that in a moment forever. Or you could wake up now. Oh my god, make it stop. I threw my clock out the window. You slept through the school year and gave up on the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to meet Colonel Sanders. Game over already. I just wanted that sound to stop. Okay, so I immediately failed. I guess let's try that again. Wow, this game is brutal. Okay, so we sleep softly. Oh my god, and we're smacking the clock. Laying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. Your mind begins to wander. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by, and you find your imagination getting away from you. You'll need to take this seriously. You allow yourself to daydream a bit, thinking about the future. Well, since this game is so brutal, we'll take it seriously. I'd better make sure to arrive prepared for the first day. This game is just gonna prove how bad I am at reading. You bust through your morning checklist. Teeth brushed, hair combed, pits deodorized. Nothing can stop you now. You confidently grab a biscuit, strut out the door, and head off to class. Yeah, I'd like to start my morning with a biscuit, but just what you needed to get your blood flowing. Yeah, so much butter in it. It's gonna get your heart pounding. Standing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam. She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. Okay, I guess I could learn to love her, although she emits a terrible sound. Just by looking at her, she makes an awful sound. If I look at her every time, is she gonna make this horrible other dimension sound? Sounds like she's tangled in wind chimes. Oh good, she'd stop making the sound. Good morning, Poopy. Are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives? I sure am, Miriam. Actually, because I sure am excited. A little nervous. Okay, a lot nervous. What's there's no way I'm gonna give her a voice. It's just that this morning I made breakfast for myself, but when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail? Classic Miriam, raised by master chef parents, she's always held herself to a very high standard. Ever since we were little babies playing together and you rescued me from that quicksand box, it's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're going to do great. Oh my god. Okay, that was a very brief cry. But with University of Cooking School Academy for Learning's famous 3-day-only semesters, I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. This school is a sham. This is like a money laundering scheme, I know it. A sweet girl, Miriam has always had a flair for the dramatic. This summer, she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth, practicing on a mannequin. Oh, that's kind of sad. Should you pep talk her or change the subject to give her some relief? Well, the other subject is school gossip seems negative, so we'll pep talk her. Remember last month when we saw that fortune teller and had our tarot cards read? The lady with the mask who gave me nightmares? I've been trying to forget. I know, she looks spooky, but she was so sweet and she told you that you were destined for great things. Remember that card with the fancy-looking tower and that other card featuring the handsome fellow in the red suit? You know, the devil? I've been waiting for so long to meet a handsome fellow I can call my own. And I'm sure you will soon, Miriam. In no time you'll be graduating and you'll be delighting the world with your heartfelt cooking in no time at all. As you talk Miriam up, you can feel her nerves begin to ease. Yeah, I'm an empath. I can feel other people. She's been stuck in this... must have horrible scoliosis. She's been standing in the same position this entire time. You know what? Maybe everything will be okay after all. And if not, at least I have these killer bangs. They're pretty good bangs. Can you believe I cut them myself? What a joke. You can definitely believe it. Yeah, I believe it. Before you can get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when somebody smacks your books and custom-engraved measuring spoons out of your hands and onto the ground. I pull out a gun and I shoot them. Oh, Jesus, it's Team Rocket. Oh God. It's Ashley! It's Ashley, our arch rival. She's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants and she knows it. Hello, Ashley. Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken shins. I'm just gonna make her sound like James from Team Rocket. You leave poopy shins alone, they're perfectly normal shins. Ugh, you can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. You know for a fact that it's actually Ashley, but she had to add extra letters to make herself feel better than everyone. If anyone here knows what perfect shins look like, it's us. We're not going to let you or your really weird insults get to us. Across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend, Van the Man. Oh my god. Who would give himself such a stupid nickname? Van the Man has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight you can see him casually working out his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rockin' glutes. Ahem, Van. You rang. Oh my god. What a specimen. Wow. That hair is just downright terrible. You've never been sure what their arrangement is. What does that mean? But as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van have been just as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious. Oh shit. They're pretty much Team Rocket, but with worse attire. I can't believe that University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning, would ever allow people like you to attend as students. I know, right? You'd think they'd just hand our diplomas now. Or maybe hire us as professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us. With the first day of school about to start, there's just not time to properly tell these two off, so you resist the urge. Let's go, Miriam. See you later, losers. Oh my god. I'm considering that a jump scare. Oh, and it just repeats. Shit. Is it gonna do it again? Oh my goodness. This is now classified as a horror game. As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to it. He emits a terrible sound that makes you want to kill him. Oh my god. Did he just shit his pants? Oopsie. I think it's broken. You reach forward and easily pull the door open. That should do the trick. I love you, says Pop. Ugh. I think you mean thank you. My name is Pop. I was named after my Pop. He's old. My parents abandoned me because nobody likes me, and I'm obnoxious, and I emit this weird sound. Could someone like this also be a student at the school? He must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down. This guy's a dumbass. Okay. Hi, Pop. I'm Poopy. Are you going to make me hold this door all day? And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you. Aww. Is it just me, or is he kinda cute? It's just you, Miriam. That kid is a nightmare. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander in, and you keep themselves busy chit-chatting. Ugh, words. Let's look around for a second here. We got some math involving chicken. I don't even know who this man is, but he does creep me the fuck out. He looks like he's staring right into my soul. Alright. Oh, Jesus. A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at the podium at the front of the class. Adorable. There's no way they'd loop that bell, right? No, he just makes this cosmic energy sound. Now, quiet down, everyone. Who's this unreasonably cute pup, and why is he in our culinary class? You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of UCSAL. Please, call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and a little fluffy, but I can still demand respect. Woof. What? A cute dog is our professor. This is the best school ever. I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances of fine dining. Yeah, KFC is absolutely fine dining. Out of nowhere, wind begins to rush around you as a swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the classroom. I'm chilly. Someone close the window. And then, he walks in. My god. You're immediately swept up in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still. It's him. It's... Well, if it isn't my favorite student, Harland. Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles. Sorry, Professor Dog. Or, sorry, Professor Dog. Before he can finish his sentence. What an asshole. Please, call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders. A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. Hey, what's up, Tato? Welcome to the chat. Thanks for hanging out. Drop a like on the video if you don't mind. This is really stupid and goofy so far. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong. And this over here must be Sweaty Sweats a Lot. Maybe we should open that window back up before faucet pits melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely. Hold on just a second. Nobody talks to my friend like that. Thank you, Miriam. You two both know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class. And what is with your really weird insults? He's gone insane. I play literally anything at this point. Yeah. Hey, Valentine's Day was just the other day, so, you know, in spirit of that. It's a very romantic game, if you can't tell. Besides, when Poopy sweats, it's not gross, it's beautiful. Look at that shimmer. I'm gonna take a moment to clean myself up. What a weird... Yeah. It's a good thing you didn't forget about that deodorant this morning. This classroom is hot. Weird. Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and set some ground rules. Welcome to University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world. The birthplace of culinary legends past, present, and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears, there will be blood, there might even really be adorable tiny food. And when all is said and done, there will be a battle. You will lift your sporks and compete in the broom cooking arena. Just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech.
Hi guys, sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really miss...
Quiet. Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue? You're on the fast track out of here, young man. Are you sure you're even in the right place?
Don't you recognize me? This is my 3rd year in the school with you as my teacher.
Everyone stares at him blankly.
Does no one remember me?
You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. Let that be a lesson to you students that tardiness is unacceptable. Tato says, I was just innocently crunching some tortillas with cheese dip. And then I see a pop-up of you playing this game. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. On my big list of games that I know I can beat during one live stream. So here we are, beating this. I also get to test out my voice acting capabilities, which are limited and very embarrassing. Where were we? Let that be a lesson to you students that tardiness is unacceptable. Even Clank made it here on time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny wheels. You turn to see the student Sprinkles is referencing, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. Bzz, where the class bursts into laughter. Oh, Clank, you racist. I mean rascal. Sprinkles walks in the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose into the air and takes a deep sniff of your butt. It gets weird. Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself. Well, that's really weird. My professor is smelling me. You've never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkle's reputation for being smart but tough is well known. You decide to try and butter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket, but what kind? Beef treat, rubber ball, or chicken snack? Well, this is all about chicken, so we're gonna hook him up with a nugget. You reach beneath your apron and return with a chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkle's eyes go wide as he locks onto it. His favorite? Well. I think there might be some competition for the new star student. The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hand slick with a coating of warm doggy drool. Ugh. God, now I'm covered in my own professor's drool and he's smelling me. I would leave this. I love dogs, but I mean, this is kind of unprofessional. You see the other students eyeing you jealously, but pay no mind to them. If they wanted to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavors on them at all times. Settle down, young chefs, take your seats and prepare to have your minds open to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation. As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only 2 options remain. Hey, Poopy, there's still a seat here. It seems that no one has claimed the seat next to me if you're interested. Oh, it seems no one has claimed this seat next to me if you're interested. 2 good options, but which one will I choose? I feel like this is all about falling in love with this guy, right? Like, and we already have her as a best friend. I'm sitting by the Colonel. You move to take your seat by Colonel Sanders. It appears he brought no books, pens, or pencils. However, he has a good weed. His perfect upright posture shows off a seriousness that makes you confident in his desire to learn. Thanks for offering me this seat. I've only had 2 rules. Do all you can and do the best you can. It's the only way you can ever get that feeling of accomplishing something. That's so inspiring. Little off topic if you ask me, but as soon as you've settled into your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Think fast. It's time for a pop quiz. Yay, a quiz about me. No, you stinky, stupid child. Get out of here. This incredible, important, and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you are ready for a life at culinary school. Keep your knives sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question number 1. If train A is traveling to point B, and train B is traveling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking? Well, I mean, it's extremely important. Looking at you, you little shitty, disgusting child in the room. That's right. Forest is to tree, as chicken is to feather. Yep. I'm a fucking genius. What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created? That would be the spork, of course. That's right. What food is best for a broken heart? Anything, as long as it's prepared with love and not too much salt. Camel meat, a pancake that looks like a silly face. Well, of course, something prepared with love. That's right. Is Sprinkles a good boy? He's a talking dog in the teacher's a culinary school. He's the best boy. Boom. That's right. Your total score is 5 out of 5. I got a perfect score. You mean I could actually go to this college in real life? Wow, be honest. Did you cheat? I didn't. You look up to see that Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He's impressed. I know we just met, but I have to confess. I think you have a beautiful brain. That's creepy. Hot diggity, Poopy. You just scored some major Colonel Sanders points with that performance. May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch. Wow, the cafeteria is nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. Makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. Well, look around. This is not really restaurant quality, I'd say. Tato, I love how it's supposed to be a cooking class, but there's math on the blackboard, right? Yeah, where it's like rocket science involving chicken nuggets. Stewart cafeteria. Oh. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. Do you smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy good. Everyone, can I have your attention? Is it about lunch? No, I just wanted to apologize for my tardiness. You see, I was... Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement. Well, everybody's making a fucking announcement. Hey, It's about lunch. Everyone cheers. But Shh. Lunch, lunch, lunch. Oh my god. Everybody shut the fuck up. In honor of the new semester, I have prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch. That must be the smell I smelled. Indeed, that smell. You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard that he's very talented, but were the rumors true? It's this! Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head. Its contents glimmer in the light. Piled high are huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy golden finish. The aroma envelops you, and you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken? What a novel concept! We gotta calculate the atoms and seasoning for the perfect nugget, it seems. Yes, you look at this guy, it's very important stuff. Your stomach begins to grumble, as if to say, stop thinking and start eating. For years, I've been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. My calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors. One of those spices is my own cum. You look around and notice every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. But that's all I'll say about that.
What, you think we want your stupid secret recipe, dude? Pshaw.
Nah, my dude, nah.
I'm just drafting a last will and testament in case one of those ingredients is poison. Got him.
He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick burn. You wait to see what zinger Ashley has prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes to a different approach.
Yeah, and I was like writing in my diary, Dear Diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew that moment only had the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender.
You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She wants him all to herself.
Oh, please.
Well, Van the man, if you don't want any, I'll take his.
Whoa, hold on. I mean, I guess I'll try it, your poison chicken.
He takes one bite and his eyes grow wide. He comes in his pants. He poops his pants as well. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. He has a stroke. Easy now. There's enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of his quote-unquote bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing. Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. Oh my god. Alone with your taste buds gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. Focus your mind and meditate on this moment. Try to identify every flavor. Savor the moment and everything that tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart, or swim towards the light. Ooh. This is a tough one. I really don't want to lose, because I feel like it's just going to send me to the very beginning or something terrible. Let's savor, right? Yes? The flavors in your mouth are beautiful, pure, heavenly. What a guy. Alone with the flavors, you feel something that can only be described as love. For a man, for a flavor, are they the same? After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. I'm going to approach him because it's my only option. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he's doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you for a second. Anything for a fellow chef. What exactly was on that chicken? Was it LSD?
How bold to come out and ask. It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that will make me my fortune and establish my legacy for all the time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal.
And he has some crazy chicken staff. Great. It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret, and in fact, I've got some of my own secrets that I'd be willing to trade. I once killed a man.
What's the rush? The semester is only getting started. We've got 2 more whole days to get to know each other.
He's clearly not going to give it up easily, so I'll have to take it by force. But it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel. Shouldn't learning be fun?
Aw.
You've got moxie. I'll give you that. You're also annoying, and I wish you'd leave me alone.
Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone, and then he leans in. He licks your inner earlobe. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers. Just one ingredient, but I can't tell you. I use shit.
It's something my great-grandmother taught me.
Shit! Wow. You'd never guess that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you searched. While you're wrapping up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. You're gonna go get some lasagna? Hell yeah. I love lasagna. Enjoy your lasagna. I'll be here. You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad.
Oh, it's you again. Howdy. I was trying to get away from you, and it seems that you have followed me. Sometimes I'd like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated.
It sounds like you have big plans.
I dare say the biggest. I'll leave my mark on this world, you can bet on that.
Alone together for the first time, you figure now is the perfect moment to show your personality to him. I can neg him to show... I'm not gonna neg him. Wow him with a big idea to add to additional ingredient to really spice things up. Or be modest but thoughtful. Let's wow him, because it says that we're gonna wow him. Is it 12 urban? It's 12 urban spices, right? Like in real life? You know about that. I was thinking about your secret recipe.
I don't doubt it. It has a way of leaving an impression on all who taste it. Mostly because of the shit.
You decide to show him that you also know a thing or two about blowing minds with new flavors. Wink, wink. You start sucking on his pee-pee. I actually had some thoughts on how you could improve it.
Improve it? You want to change my secret recipe? And you think you can do better?
Have you ever heard of habanero peppers?
Heard of them. I tend an entire garden of chili pepper varieties, habanero, poblano, cayenne, but that's not the point. You can't just toss my ingredients into my secret recipe and expect to improve it. A recipe is about balance. It involves careful consideration and refinement.
I didn't mean to piss you off, you freak.
Let this be the last time you improvise my recipes, Poopy. I'm headed back to the class for the next lesson.
Well, I've lost all romantic interest in this man. He's very rude. That certainly didn't go as planned. You better head back inside. But you wait for a moment so that Colonel Sanders doesn't think you're desperately chasing after him. Oh no. You step inside the massive cooking arena, where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need. Look at this place. It's magnificent. Finally, we get to show off our stuff. Wait a second. Oh no, we have to show off our stuff. What if I totally blow it? My crooked back. You're not going to blow anything. Except maybe kisses to the crowd of fans you're going to earn with your signature adorable tiny food creations. Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off. It's very unsanitary having a dog in the kitchen. Naturally, Miriam looks over at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. I pounce on him, oh boy. Hey Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of two, that is, me and you, even though I pissed you off 2 seconds ago? Want to be my partner?
Aw.
Sure, Poopy. I'll prepare our station. Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. 2 different students quickly take notice. Hello, new partner, says Pop. Beep boop. Zzz. Oh my, 2 potential partners. I'm so sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose. Looks like you'll have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. Who do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner? Oh god, she is my best friend, so I don't want to leave her with dipshit. I feel like he's gonna be a better cook because he's a robot, and he's adorable. I wish I could be his partner. I'm gonna put her with Clank, because Pop is disgusting and I hate him. Sorry, Pop, but I think Miriam will be partnering with Clank today. It's okay. I already ate. It's not entirely clear if Pop has any idea what the point of school even is at this juncture. See, he's a moron. Clank is clearly excited to have some attention. He heats up and begins to roll back and forth. Warp, warp, warp. Hold on there, fella. We don't even know the assignment yet. Technically, Clank might not have a face, but there's something charming and earnest about him. He clearly has a face. Bzzz. Tissue, I hardly know you. God. Clank judders, and a panel shakes loose. You get the impression that this is a sign of affection. Looks like the 2 of you will be fine. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. Alright, you 2. For today's lesson, we're going to keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide it up in steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea. Which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? Steak tartare seems easy enough. It's fancy. You don't even need to cook it. Using octopus will blow Colonel Sanders' mind. Your grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy. Oh, there we go. That's what we want. It's always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes. And gravy? I couldn't imagine one without the other. Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. I'll go get the potatoes. No, please, let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. Okay, freak.
Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders?
We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business, you bitch.
Sanders is my business, and you better keep your fingers off my man. Did someone call for me?
No, geez, Van. While I'm over here crushing Poopy's dreams, you're supposed to be taking care of her classwork. That was the deal, remember? Listen to this song. It sounds like that song from Doom. Hang on, let's sit in the song for a second. It's like boss level music. And take one of these knives and jam it in these guys. Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into boiling water and turns his attention to you and your old friends. Oh, howdy there, Lickin, Van. Are we working on a quartet instead of a duet now? Actually, no. It looked like Poopy was struggling, so he had offered to give them a hand. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring. I was going to say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could also teach you a thing or two about fancy food.
Maybe one day you might be able to get up to my level. Huh, doubt it. Don't be rude, Van Van. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself at your station. Don't you feel deep down that we cast complementary shadows, that we fit together like a thigh and a drumstick? Just makes sense. Nothing about this makes any sense, but one thing is clear, she's coming for Colonel if you don't watch out. Ashley is really going at you hard. You need to ask her for some backup here before things get ugly. Turn to Colonel Sanders, hunk of hunks in your time of need. Or turn to Miriam, your forever bestie who always has your back. We're going for the bestie. You turn to Miriam, and as soon as you find her, she senses it and looks back. This girl's friend in need radar is second to none. She immediately comes running over. Is somebody threatening my friend? I will destroy them! I actually think that Ashley and Van Van were just leaving. Leaving you in the dust vis-a-vis my skills as a chef, perhaps, but stepping away from this competition, you're sorely mistaken. Miriam, you're a loyal friend, but Poopy is my partner for today's activity. You look for Sprinkles in hopes that she might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis in their short but sturdy stature. You look down at your station and realize that in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy mashed texture, with plenty of butter and cream for flavor. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you know so well while your attention was elsewhere. I know just what to do. Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out of which he pours a smooth brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular. Granny would be proud. Who doesn't love mashed potatoes? It's so good. Colonel Sanders holds a spork out to you. You reach out and grab a hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you standing, holding the same spork, and for that small moment, all the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. If you love something, set it free. Together, got a little tear in my eye there. Together, you dig at the utensil into each other's mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up. When you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage and without thinking, you fling the sporkful of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face. Van Van, do something, do something! Scooping up a fingerful, Van Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes that it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will you be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Hold on right there, Poopy. We do not waste food in the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you both better be prepared to eat it from wherever it lands. Even if it lands on some sexy place? Can I has potatoes face? Get out of here, kid. Van Van rushes back over, a covered dish in his hand. Mashed potatoes with gravy. Pathetic. In just a few minutes I prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my spectacularly... I forgot he has a voice. Braised tentacle of octopus in my silky saltwater sauce, plated on a battle axe, forged by my supreme chef ancestors. You've ignored me for too long. That ends now. It is I who will have the first bite, and you will all look on with envy. The interrupting student rushes at Van Van and swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate. No, don't! Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right.
I think the octopus was rushed and may have turned in the process. The results could be toxic. Too late. It has been eaten.
I think I left something in the oven.
I don't feel so good.
It killed him.
Oh my, did that kid really die? What the fuck? Everyone step back. Don't take another bite. When you look back at the plate, the rest of it's gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slurped up in Pop's mouth. Oh good, he's gonna die too. Pop winces in pain for just a moment, and is almost immediately back to his oblivious self.
Oopsie, tastes like poison.
The entire class is gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. They're as motionless as statues. Class bell ring is disrupting the moment and snapping everybody back into reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite obvious danger, has inoculated him against poisons of all kind. I'm not sure the professors here make enough money.
Hello? I just turned into a ghost over here.
Seeing that you're shaken up by a really annoying student and all this nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you.
I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please let me walk you home.
What? Like, for real? Oh, come on. You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, the school building has taken another vibe entirely. It's dark, and more than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. He's perfectly lit, for it being nighttime.
Those mashed potatoes you made in class today?
Before you go on, I want you to know, they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them.
They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me why I became so passionate about food to begin with.
Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him, in a way that you find inspiring and a little sexy. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. Colonel Sanders?
Yes, Poopy?
There's something I need to tell you.
Hold it right there. There's something I need to tell you first.
Oh, jeez.
You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef the world has ever seen. And every day since, I have been working towards that dream, day and night, never stopping, never resting. Also, lifting a lot of weights, like so many weights. We should follow our dreams with all our hearts, as our souls may grant them, like wishes floating on a shooting star. Hey, no, shut up. I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story.
Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy?
You can't prove that.
Also, I saw you kill that guy. I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance you hear a long, sad sigh.
Forget him. We're talking about me. Me. I'm the hero.
The Spork monster is here to fight a hero. What the fuck?
I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds.
How dare you threaten me, just as I was letting down my guard and connecting with another chef on an emotional level.
Be afraid, be very afraid of me, because I'm a monster, you see.
Oh, wait, I was reading him in Colonel Sanders' voice. Is he rhyming on purpose just like that, or on coincidence? But before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence. What will you do? I am going to attack. You decide to go on the attack. Which attack will you use? I will cook with love. Cook with love does 1 damage. It just got real. That attack really upset Spork Monster. Spork Monster goes on the attack. They spit hot gravy at you. You take 1 damage. I'm just gonna keep attacking. You decided to go with the attack. Worked last time, right? Cook with love. Does 1 damage. You won't forget this. The Spork monster is really feeling threatened by your attack. Focuses their mashed mind and draws in energy from Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? I'm going to defend this time. Which defense will I use? Trepidation. You hold your head between your hands and mutter, "This is not happening, this is not happening." Spork monster is no quitter. Buffed up and ready to rumble. They go on the attack once again. Uses Utilitensile. Take 2 damage from the attack. If you take much more damage, you're not going to survive the battle. I guess I'll just stick with attacking then. Cook with love. 1 damage. He's oozing cheese sauce onto the lawn of the quad. Wonder who's going to have to clean that up. Feeling vulnerable, Spork monster prepares for its ultimate attack. Rounded edge. "Vile villain, your reign of terror stops here." Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. Hot Pie Power Pinch! Hot Pie Power Pinch does 10 damage. Spork monster is defeated. You saved me. An injured Spork monster spews steam into the night. Forget mercy, finish him, or spare this wretched beast. I'm finishing him. No student will ever walk the quad in fear again. This monster messed with the wrong chef. Attack. You'll never survive my student debt loan destruction. Does 10 damage. Spork monster's completely vaporized. Colonel Sanders looks in awe. Alright, let me adjust my chair here before we continue. Yeah, I have a standing desk. Just lowering so I can sit for a bit. You continue to surprise me, Poopy. The defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears at first to be a cookbook, but upon closer inspection, it's so much more. It's a book of magical spells, the Necronomicon Nomicon, with a golden chicken on the cover. You open the cover to find a library card tucked inside. The last name to have signed it is Borko. Borko. That name sounds strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Excuse me. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home. In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. Why does it feel like somebody fingered me? You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your cover is being pulled up over you as you're tucked in tightly. Good night, my Colonel. In your dream, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some time, for some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird. You awake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? And then there was just that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he's already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in the front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the Spork monster, she launches into a story of her own. Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might be, like Clank. Like him? Like him, like? I know, it sounds like it's moving so fast, but there's something about him. I like him. We've got to talking after class, and he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know that Colonel Sanders was the most popular kid in his high school? No, but that does make complete sense. Yeah, but he's so popular that he voted prom king at school. He didn't even have to go, and the convertible he himself rode into the front of the homecoming parade. I barely read that sentence. I'm thinking maybe something got lost in the pressure cooker language translation there. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with this new boy, like I am with Colonel Sanders.
You and Colonel Sanders, the coolest guy in school, the most famous student to ever attend a University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, you're a thing now?
We definitely connected yesterday.
Sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you, I guess?
Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. You have an idea. Excuse me. You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients? Your bestie's eyes light up.
A secret ingredient?
Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing.
So this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden where I was wandering.
This can't be good.
He told me all about his passion for spices, secret spices. The man even gave me some. It was cocaine, to show me what he meant. He said it was a powder created from a super duper rare dried flower petals, and that if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own heroin.
Please, Miriam, don't tell me. So I filled my suitcase with them and I brought them home.
He was so nice. He even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with him, a very strange feeling came over me, and the flavor was unlike anything I've ever tasted.
I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here.
Whatever, anyway, now we share an interest in cooking and we stayed in touch, and we have a meth lab, like pen pals. I bet he would love to get know more about new spices.
Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe. Besides, I only know one ingredient, so I doubt it'd be much use to anyone. Cough, fibber cough.
Please, please, please. It would mean the world to me. No one has to know it came from you or from Colonel Sanders.
What do you think? Should you protect Colonel Sanders' secret or share it with your bestie? I'm going to make up a fake ingredient. You quickly think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know, how about... It was Eye of Newt. I know, sounds like some kind of witch's potion, but what can you do?
Eye of Newt, wow.
Her eyes light up, imagining such a thing as you figure out that you've satisfied her curiosity and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Before you can ask to confirm she was definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. A wind rushes in. Cherry blossom petals fill the air. It's Colonel Sanders. He's arriving at school. On a horse. Stand back and admire his majestic glory or run to him. I will run to him. You decide the best way to show Miriam how serious you and Colonel Sanders are would be to run to him. Surely he'll sweep you up into her back of the stallion and you'll ride away together. That'll show her good. Oh, Colonel, my Colonel. Over your sudden movement, surprise the horse and it rears up, kicking you directly in the face, killing you instantly. Force of the blow completely knocks you out cold. In the darkness, you see a vision.
Ooh, Poopy, I'm here to deliver you a message.
Not this guy.
It is important that you remember this exactly as I say it. If you forget, the world could end, so you know it's serious. I have been trapped in a realm beyond, but a great prophecy relies on my return. Only you can save me. All I need you to do is repeat my name 3 times. And my name is...
Before you can continue, you suddenly awake, bleeding from the head.
Oh, jeez.
You awake to find Colonel Sanders tending to you. He roused you back to life with a satchel of secret spices. Or is that just his natural seasoned musk? Hey man, your horse kicked me in the head. I'm suing you. Compliment the craftsmanship of his horse's shoes, or lean in for a kiss. Oh. I want to kiss the Colonel. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You've known him for a day. Are you really sure? I guess you must be. Put your arms around Colonel Sanders' neck and pull him in for a kiss. When he turns his face and you awkwardly kiss his ear, you can feel him shudder. Too soon, you clearly mistook his compassion for love. Your soul crawls inside itself and you instantly die of embarrassment. Game over. Try again? How far is this going to put me back? Oh my god. Secret ingredient to Colonel Sanders. Yeah. Meet up with Bestie. Tell her about the encounter. Okay, great. Oh, cool. Skip all of this. I'm gonna stand back and admire your majestic glory so you don't kick me in the head. Wow, Colonel Sanders' horse is truly a thing of beauty. Without ever acknowledging that he's being watched, he does a short horse dance before dismounting with a flourish. He then slaps the beautiful creature gently on its rear, sending it running free into the countryside. You're so struck by the sight of him that you lose the ability to speak coherently. Oh, I didn't realize anyone was watching. Don't worry, he knows his way home. You attempt to compliment Colonel Sanders, but the words don't come out exactly right. What a horseful beaut you have. I mean, what a horseful beaut you have. Dang it, that's just what I said. Being a good friend, Miriam attempts to cover for you. Oh, Poopy just gets really nervous around people they like. What? This is not helping. I mean, they got food poisoning and they were up all night. It was gruesome. You should have seen it. What a weird line, because I literally got food poisoning last night and this was awful. Oh my god. So bad. Sweating and cold simultaneously. Ugh. She gives you a wink and a smile, as if to say, situation handled. Can't blame a girl for trying. With that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. When you enter the classroom, you can see your two rivals, Ashley and Van Van, are doing something bad. By the way they're hiding, you know it must be really bad. Like counterfeiting recipes bad, experimenting with restricted ingredients bad, summoning a demon bad. You try and get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulders, but he sees you coming. Whoa there, little one, I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. Why don't you make like a bee and mind your own business? Wax, honey. Tell them to stop acting immature, or act like you're not interested in them, but really try to get a closer look. You sit near the rivals, but leave your back turned to them. You even hear Van Van mutter something that sounded a bit like a magic spell. However, he notices you eavesdropping. You try and cover your tracks and improvise an excuse. Time for class, and you're distracting the rest of us who want to learn. Sorry, taking a drink here. Now you've upset them. Oh, and you're the Emperor of Cooking, are you? You make the rules? I'm not sure you'd know a good meal if it ate you. Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panache. And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil. You finally get a look at what they were hiding, but you instantly recognize it. It's a book, just like the one you found after your encounter with the spork monster. That's the same book I found at last night in the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van Van, who hides the book behind his back.
I don't know what you're talking about. That book is a family heirloom and its contents are secret.
You notice that they haven't been studying the book, they just got pinned to the wall. They've been tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth.
We're playing, hee hee.
Before you can dig any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. Beep, beep. Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van Van's meaty foot.
Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts.
You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Bzz, womp.
Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language, not even from a stand mixer.
Womp, womp.
No, your mother was a stand mixer.
Whir, bzz. Van Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van Van, sending him flying across the room.
Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them.
Ashley's tone is completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely, he must know that this is a ruse, right? Gentlemen, get a hold of... Sorry, didn't do his voice. Gentlemen, clearly get a hold of your sails. Save it for the arena at least. Or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I got a lofty career aspirations to focus on.
Maybe I can help you with your business plan.
Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of the class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog. Students, please take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town, and my tiny legs are very, very tired. But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn. Rub his furry dog belly, he loves it. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom. Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken. You want to pay attention to the lesson, truly you do. Which is why in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was the chicken who first signed their name. But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, Poopy? Naturally, this appears to be a sample platter. Which item do you want to sample? The glass of water. Shimmering pepper? A brightly colored pepper stands out from the other items. It sparkles in a most eye-catching way, so naturally you reach out, grab it, and eat it right away. However, your body is not prepared for the heat. The pepper has triggered an intense spice hallucination. It feels like forever as you trip through the universe. My friend. Ooh. This guy again? I'm here to give you an important message. Ooh. You must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny. You must do is... saying to fulfill your destiny, all you must do... Sorry, I have some spice stuck in my throat. It's fine, I'll work through to fulfill the prophecy. You must, you feel yourself begin to regain consciousness. Aw, man. You come to and find everyone is staring at you. That pepper was the last of its kind on Earth, and now it's gone forever. You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention. We all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you someday. Come on, it's time for lunch. Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim, and your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement.
Today's lunch will be prepared via time competitive cook-off.
The level of theatrics of these two is off the charts. Demand they stop wasting everyone's time. Set up and tell them that they're on. I'm gonna tell them to stop wasting everyone's time. Is everything a competition with you two? Yes? Yes. Well, not with me. I'm on a personal journey to learn, to love, to learn to love. Sure, why not? But definitely not consistently battling.
Yeah, stop getting your genres crossed. Don't you have some portable monsters to capture or something?
I need to eat if I'm going to have the energy to sustain my education and pursue my dreams of being a master chef.
How are any of us supposed to get anywhere if we're constantly fending off challenges from every know-it-all with an apron? Besides, I already brought my own lunch. Poopy, you should have it. It will give you all the energy you need to succeed.
Okay. Why wouldn't you just eat your own lunch? Miriam reaches out and presents a gift to you. My special grilled cheese and tomato soup with
chocolate milk to wash it down, and a tartlet for dessert.
Not delicious yet tiny. It only takes you about 5 seconds to eat Miriam's tiny food, but it's just what you needed for the motivation. Tiny shards of glass cut your tongue. You know what? I've learned enough for today. Let's battle. Just as things reach the boiling point, Sprinkle steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness. Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sportsing court. Finally, a little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief. At least, not until we turn on the timer. Just then, a huge light blasts you in the face. Flash the words "timer's ready." That's what I'm talking about. Aroo! I stand corrected.
If it's a battle you want, it's a battle you get. My bestie can best the best of them.
Best believe it.
Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now it's my chance to shine. I will defeat you.
You had this chicken and you've made mashed potatoes and gravy in day 1, and you're feeling like you can really impress him here again. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast. If the timer runs out, you'll be forced to pick randomly. I always boil, yeah. Wrong? Ugh. Oh no. How many herbs and spices did he say he uses? 11. That's right. You might have not known all the ingredients yet, but at least you're headed in the right direction. Now that you've gotten some basic steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. What state of mind offers the most flavor?
Gratitude?
That's right. Okay, good. Oh, great. Classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you to never forget where you came from. Every day you meditate on this advice. Draw energy from that place. That would be a great time to harness that energy. So where does it come from? The shoulder of Orion. That's wrong. Okay. Next question. Try to shut out all the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. It's the sound of success. Sizzling. Wrong. Oh my god. Game over. Okay. Seems really dumb. Before anyone... Okay, here we go. Bastards. Alright. Let's do this, dickheads. Celsius. 11. Gratitude. A small town, sure. Try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. It's the sound of success. Silence. That's right, when they taste your cooking, they'll be so shaken with that they'll be unable to speak. You notice Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye. I believe in you, Poopy. He's actually cheering you on. Which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you really makes you forget what you're doing. Now all you can think about is Colonel Sanders on his horse. How many spoonfuls of gravy would it take to... Oh god. I didn't even see what I clicked. Stranded on a desert island with only one dessert cookbook. Which do you take? What a hunk. Oh my god. Oh, sorry, yeah, this one. Damn it. You're really struggling to keep up. The next station over, Ashley has already begun plating elements of her dish. It's colorful and complex. To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough into a stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps. Take a sip of my drink here. Yikes. Zzz. I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilized in a kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch. Or you might not have hands, but Poopy does, and a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed. There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way. When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hands into the mixer to rescue your dough before it's overmixed. And my hands are mangled. Before you're fast enough, your hand gets stuck and is immediately crushed by the quickly spinning beaters. There's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match. Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. What you often find is that the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult, he says to me as my hand is crippled and I'm crying. He feels this is the appropriate time to lecture me. Everyone stop what you're doing right now. This battle's over. Can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish. Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on. Aw, that's too bad. And here I am with a completed dish, ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default. No, it wouldn't be fair to compare the two, on account of Poopy's injury. You see Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish. But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared. Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skipped straight to dessert. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes so good it tells a story of excellence. I was going to ask Poopy to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this cream of delicate hot chocolate sauce may be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand. Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. Inside, you find a delicate fried cheese croquette atop a slice of honeycomb, ice cream 2 ways, tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry glee. Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he dips his finger in the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, Ashley. Oh, you, hee. He places a sauce-covered finger on his lips. Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. Internalize the rage we feel, or put yourself between Colonel Sanders. And I'm going to internalize my rage. Your rage burns so intently within your eyes that they burst into flames. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash, and they fall off your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester, perhaps forever. Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brow, you run for the quad to be alone. Beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside you a storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married. And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out. I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit for your fryer. I'll never be a master chef. Failure is a part of life. Not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I'd never failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think. Well, then think again. I wasn't always the man you see before. Enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure. I was born that way. But I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician. Excuse me. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, I even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. Oh, I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together. Which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved that when I was going to the amount to do something, I was the amount of hours, labor, money that would deter me from the best I had to give. Only I read 40% of that. As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignite inside of him, a burning passion. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure, it's honest, and it's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds of owning a slavery plantation. Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle scarred from the night before, you prepare for the worst. It's the Spork Monster. Gorko the Spork Monster. Gorko the Spork Monster is here to fight a hero. Is anyone else feeling a bit of deja vu? I'm sorry, Gorko, but I could have sworn we already battled you last night. That was Borko, my twin, and I, Gorko, am here to avenge them. Are you stronger than Borko? Well, we're twins, so no, not really. We're pretty much exactly equal in every way. Why do you ask? Colonel Sanders smirks. He's already on the same page as you. It's just that we both beat Borko pretty easily, so don't you think you have no chance? Like, not to mention, I feel really guilty about that. If I could take it back, I would. I think what Poopy's saying is that we just be friends? Life is too short for making enemies. I suppose. We really don't need to fight. It's just that I've got these pointy teeth and claws. All the better for enjoying tasty foods. Surely you'd like to eat, don't we all? Of course I do. Inspiration strikes you as you come up with a quick idea. Chomp on this. You toss a biscuit into Gorko's open mouth and he devours it in one gulp. Delicious! You're much nicer than the evil students who once upon a time turned me into this creature who stands here today. I don't believe it. You were human once? Well, no. I was a chihuahua, but I was still a student at the school until one day some mean kids with a magic spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me, and I was forever transformed. A magic spellbook? Precisely. Borko used to have a copy, but somewhere along the way I lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you, respect it. You're a powerful chef, and shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat on them through sorcery and guile. If you need me, don't fear. I will be there. It sounds like there are some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. Poopy together, I'm sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway, and we can discuss. A personal invite? Can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out, and maybe be date raped. Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. Looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to steal recipes from other stupid chefs. Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. Not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy, or something crispy. Both, perhaps? Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him, or keep it a secret just for you? God, how are they gonna punish me this time? Like, it's so punishing. I'm gonna keep it a secret. He didn't tell me every herb, did he? He only told me one? Reveal it. You decide that you're ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in head first. Reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day. I present to you my original coleslaw. The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' luxe hideaway. Magnificent! Together you chow down the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to this last bite? I'd like to have it around so that I could admire its taste later and think back on this moment. That is disgusting, but sure. Could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? Please, make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. You realize now wouldn't be the perfect time to do some snooping. Around the room, there are various items that you can look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. Oh, God. I don't care. Alright. This is where he keeps his secret recipe. Think for a moment. What number is important to Colonel Sanders? Then dawns on you. As soon as you turn the dial to 1111, the safe opens. Inside you find a single note. Can chicken be prepared sashimi style? Ew. Tap an item to discover more about the Colonel. Adorable little baby boy crawls across the floor. In the goatee and mustache combo he sports, figured this must be the Colonel Sanders himself. Better maybe it's a drumstick that seems to be waving like a rattle. Who frames a baby picture of just themselves? Probably the same type of person who would make their own face in the logo of the company they founded, am I right? Tap an item to discover more. God. Alright, I'm speed clicking through this. Oh.
Aw.
I don't usually loan those out, but I must say, those look good on you. Oh crap, the jacket. Forgot to take it off. Decide that now is your moment to make a big move. Tell him that you're cold. You fess up and tell the truth. You confess. I think I've developed feelings for you. I might be developing feelings for you too, but I am concerned. I can't let anything get in the way of my dreams. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes, Poopy? I honestly think this might be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber. Dream sequence. You awake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Today is a day that could change the rest of your life. Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room, naked. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast, and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. It's meticulous. You taste Colonel Sanders' food, and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. Would you say we're the perfect match? How presumptuous. My cuisine, and your taste buds, that is. Such confidence, such grace. Could he be the world's greatest gift to cookery? Flatter him? You know, I think we might be a great team. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eyes and gaze out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner? Could I be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly. I just need you to write a check for $30,000. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears. Unable to speak, the only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. That's so weird. There's still one more day at school after all. The University of Cooking School Academy for Learning waits for no one. You get home to find something very surprising in your best friend is there waiting for you. Where have you been? I had sex with Colonel Sanders. Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something had happened to you. It's okay, I was just... But now that turns out you're fine, we can get up to speed in the saga of Miriam. Sure. You'll not believe what happened to me after school. I went on a date. I think I can believe that. Since I'd been partnered with Clank, he asked me to go out with him. Of course, I told him you better keep your dials turned to polite and respectful. I'm not that kind of girl. But he's just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me, so I said, yeah, sure, I can get to know the little metallic guy. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends, but things quickly spiraled out of control, and now I'm pregnant. Did she just say skydiving? As if that's a typical first date to go on with a talking pressure cooker. And now I'm not really sure where we stand. You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story. However, bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. And I went on a date too, back to Colonel Sanders' house, where I spent the night with him, and I behaved like a freaking weirdo. You what? Nothing happened, but emotional connection. Wowzers. Together with your bestie, you feel like you can do anything. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals on the quad. You can tell from a distance that they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp the fact. Because, you know, he's Pop and he's stupid. What's a swirly? Sounds delicious. Oh, it's great. I'll order you up one right away. I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Hey, Sprinkles is a dog and a treat. Oh, this kid. You can get your swirly dip, too. Why don't you pick on someone your own size? Because I'm literally the biggest person at the school. There's that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school, but who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature? You got some nerve, Poopy, suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse. Now you're twisting my words and I won't have it. You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince with pain. Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up. I'll never give up. Ever. Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears things are close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Poopy, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon. Well, we saw each other last night. Are you pretending like I didn't sleep over your house? Because that hurts my feelings. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What is he doing? Complimenting her. But what about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received. That's a lot of words to say. It was bland. Excuse me, Poopy. I'm more capable enough to speak for myself. Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk to class, Colonel. I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of fine foods. See you inside, Poopy. Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by that interaction with Ashley, you take out the spell book you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages. Whoa, what's that book? It looks like bad news. It's just something I found laying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff. A grimoire? Like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't really powerful? I can think of some surefire way to find out. You open to a page covered with arcane warnings, cast only in case of extreme emergency, it says around the edges of the page. I could use this spell here, it says, that will erase anyone I choose from all of my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me focus better on this upcoming final exam. That is way drastic. Couldn't you do something else, like anything else, not rooted in dark magic? Maybe a string around your finger? Okay, fine, this is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you, and a pretty good excuse to try it out. Cast a forbidden spell or don't do it. I'm not doing it. Take your best friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Sprinkles is already in the room, waiting for the students to arrive. Clears his voice to make a quick announcement. I want you all to know, I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you, it's nothing to be afraid of. His cute little nose scrunches up and he begins to breathe quickly. Must be hungry, or dogs can rather be unpredictable, especially Sprinkles. Wait to see what happens. I don't want to give him old homework to eat. Let's wait what happens. Sprinkles stops in his track. He focuses on the window. The room is deadly silent. When you follow his gaze, you see a tiny orange squirrel perched on a cherry tree outside. Sprinkles turns feral and runs to the window of the classroom and begins barking uncontrollably at the squirrel outside. Terrence, I told you to never come back here. Terrence, I will destroy you, Terrence! Sprinkles is barking ferociously, drool flying off his face. The squirrel looks over, but he doesn't say anything back. You wonder, is that even a talking squirrel? Who named him Terrence? Better not show any of your chubby cheeks around here ever again. After Sprinkles is satisfied that his presence has been felt by not only Terrence, but any other squirrel hearing in the distance, he returns to his professional tone. I apologize for the outburst. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Poopy, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see, but before he can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into the class.
I told you to save it for after class.
Bzz, bzz.
You think I wanted to be thrown from a plane strapped to a stranger?
Miriam and Clank appear to be arguing, but you still haven't learned to speak Clank's language from mechanical noises.
But no, you had to show off to your cool friends, Jeff and Joan, J&J, forever. Watch us form a triangle in midair as we descend. Triangles are the strongest shape, don't you know? Bzz, bzz. Yeah, well, doesn't make for a great date. Then take Jeff and Joan with you. You can hold hands as you pedal down the mountain or off a cliff for all I care.
Sad beep. Clang begins to shudder. Steam pours out the gaps in his panels. Then a loud ding stops him in his tracks. Beep. Buzz.
No amount of seasoning is going to make me want to eat that, Clank.
Clank burps at a completely deep-fried sneaker. Considering that he himself is wheels, not feet, it's entirely clear where it came from. Probably murdered somebody and ate them. In terms of deep-fried footwear, I guess it looks okay. Clank slowly rolls out of the room to be alone with his shoe. Everyone tries to pretend like they didn't see an entire thing go down. Nothing like a loud public breakup to class Nepal over the final day of school. Well, that was unfortunate. But we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam trademark. I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena. But before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Hey Miriam, are you okay?
Okay, I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How could he embarrass me like that in front of everyone?
Her tiny cocoa is delicious treasure, but you know that this breakup is no joke. Even the source of her frustration is such a silly boy. I know that you know this, but I'm going to say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, even though I'm somebody, we're going to cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way.
You're not going to saddle up with Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off into the sunset without me.
Of course not. Well, maybe, sort of, but there's a pony out there with your name on it, and a ranch big enough for both of us and whoever else we might want to bring along, then have this weird cult run by Colonel Sanders. If it's not Pop or Clank or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest anyhow. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks.
I should really review my menu for today. I'm going to make a very special soup.
And I bet Professor Dog is gonna love it. While you were pep-talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch, but that's okay because you had a better idea of how to spend time before your exam. You decided to head to the arena early to practice a dish. This is it, the location of your final challenge, a test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent. and a chance to beat the pants off Van Van, the supposed man-man, and his eviler counterpart, Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of recipes you've been working on. Poopy's famous chicken pot pie. I love chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders and his cram session. Poopy, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam. Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. The pot pie has begun to bake, and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious. You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who's hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick to when the oven timer goes off behind you. Ignore it like there's no sound at all, or fess up about your practiced dish. I'm gonna ignore it. Did you hear that? Hear what? I distinctly heard a bell chime. Somebody must be training Sprinkles to do a trick. I bet his mouth is watering. Strange, I was going to say that my mouth was watering. Alas, I'll have to look somewhere else for something tasty to put it in. Smoke begins billowing out of the oven, filling the arena around you. Coffee up, yeah, I guess you will. I'll leave you to it then. Happy visualizing. The disappointed colonel leaves the arena. When the coast is clear, you finally open the oven and find that your practice pie has been reduced to ash. Smells like lunch! Beat it, you shithead. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules. There are no rules, that is, except cook with everything you've got. You step to the cook-off line, half blah blah words. You decide that mac and cheese plus the pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes that will push over the edge to victory. Meanwhile, both Van Van and Ashley are prepping wildly elaborate dishes per their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has her giant magnifying glasses on, several sets of tweezers. She's desperately prepared to go big. Going small. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a new way to improve on something perfect. His original recipe, restricted fried chicken. The intensity of the room starts at a full 10 out of 10, with a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare for their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. Egg wash! Miriam furiously injects into an itty-bitty pot of broth. Best friend batter blaster! Van Van flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin. Let's lock and ride! Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula! Even Clank gets into it. 5-dial pressure point chicken cooking technique. Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English? It's the singularity as was foretold. We must let it happen, or the appliance uprising will take us all. Self-destruct. Van Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out the back door of the arena. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spellbook out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? You've got a book of your own, and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic? We're doing it the hard way. Who needs magic when you've got passion? I'm going to do it the hard way. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room, and he licks his lips. I believe in you, Poopy. Miriam notices too. And I've always believed in you, Poopy, since we're little kids, because I'm your best friend forever. You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're here cheering, who's cooking? Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. That's sweet, but Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. You bitch. You're ruining my food. It's the secret ingredient. However, she doesn't know that you lied and the ingredient was made up. And where in the world did she get Eye of Newt from? Boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards, killing her instantly. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, burning her with fourth-degree burns, bubbling up into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes. It is I, Steve, the spork monster. Steve, wait, what happened to Gorko? You're not here to battle me, are you? We spork monsters are many. I think Gorko had the day off, but you have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle, so I guess you're doing pretty alright. Oh hey, you're in the middle of a cooking competition. I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills really impressed me. Mind if I hang out? Oh, I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve, the spork monster, notices that you've got the grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station. I see what you're up to. Crisscross some magical items and accidentally summoned me, huh? Ha, yeah, you guessed it, sorta. But if you're here, would you mind tossing some fresh noodles in the pot of salted water? I'd love to. I've always wanted to be a top chef, actually. You know, when I was just a little spork pup back in my old country. You can feel Spork Monster winding up to tell a very long and involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems like it was probably lonely there. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need to focus on this competition. I understand. It's kind of like that time in monster school that I'd fallen asleep during scare tactics class when I woke up. He tosses a serious stare at Steve, and he takes the hint. Never mind, I'll tell you later. Good luck. Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. You summon extra power from deep down within yourself, or you give up and drop out of culinary school. Well, I'm gonna summon this extra power. I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win. Heavy metal is playing in the background. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for. Yes, Poopy, you are the chosen one. You will avenge me. The power you've been summoning immediately fades back out. You interrupted my inspiring monologue. Sorry. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this moment. I will show the world my cookery. You begin to levitate off the ground. Energy courses through your body. You know with this power you can do anything, except turn back time, which would be super useful, because while you were powering up your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven, you can't be served. But don't worry, dear Poopy. You may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you have earned his support. I've been watching you today, and I must say I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. You've managed to make the mac and cheese. Time is almost up, so you're going to need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never really been my thing. I follow my heart and my penis. What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on. And besides, something unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts. Are you suggesting, if we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union? Time's up, students. With time expired, it's the moment everyone has been waiting for. You must now prepare to present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. It seems we're missing some students. Pop, clank. From off-screen, you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student. Hee hee, I'm flying! Sounds like coming from that broom closet over there. Hopefully he'd hug himself. Miriam, would you mind? Inside the closet, you see Pop hanging from a rope. He's dead. Pop, get down from there right now. Let me guess, did Van have something to do with this?
When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse?
I thought a wedgie was a salad. Looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing how he didn't cook anything. Good. Get out of here, you're expelled. I can't feel my legs. May I be excused? Sure. You kids and your pranks. I must say it's not the worst prank in UCSAL history, but it's not exactly yearbook material. Also, why do I allow bullying in my class? Wait a second. Pranks. Pranks. Clink. Where did the pressure cooker roll off to? Wait to hear the signature word beep or other onomatopoeia, but there's none. Somehow, we've gotten unplugged, I guess. We'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please, collect your final projects. Yes, it has been a long semester. Wow, 3 whole days long. But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now describe your dish. I've made tender udon noodles on a savory soup. My word, it's so delicate. Said a tiny teeny Narumatiki spy afloat in this itsy bitsy bowl. Yes, chef. Please call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. Yes, Sprinkles, and some green tea I made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself. Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue dip into the bowl. Sublime. Would anyone else like a taste? Oh, come on, I'm not the only one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it all by myself. And in a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not only it didn't take much. A+. Rarely do I taste a dish with as much love poured into it as yours. Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug. Thank you, Poopy, for helping me believe in myself. Van, you're up. Now describe your dish.
I made uni over smooth egg custard in an axe-hewn urchin shell topped with caviar.
Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second different colored type of urchin?
Yes, Sprinkles.
A bit much, don't you think?
That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is my kind of brand. Doesn't it look cool?
Sprinkles leans in to sniff the uni, but he can't take his nose too close on account of all the spikes. Begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around. Woof woof.
Please be gentle with my cuisine.
Grrr. Finally, Sprinkles goes all in, tongue first, but he can't get past the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded. Youch, my tongue. The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting. He dies instantly.
I can't eat tith. I keep poking my tongue. Disqualified.
A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could make it difficult to eat? Dejected, Van does not go gentle into the night.
Disqualified? For glamour? Don't discount. This isn't the last you've heard of me.
Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps into a bowl of milk. I know, yeah, I'm a dog and I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps to calm my agitated tongue. Next student, Ashley, it's time for you to step up. Now describe your dish.
I made orange blossom Turkish delight in a light rose water topped with French meringue and connected by sugar glass.
That actually doesn't sound too bad.
Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and meant to be a display piece.
Don't eat the food. At a cooking school?
Got toast in your ears or something, Poopy? I told you it's a display piece.
Ashley, I must say it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition. At a cooking school.
Yeah, which is why I cooked it, and I did an extremely good job cooking it too. I didn't realize that we were having an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I could go to College of Eating, School for the Hungry. I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe on it too hard. You might disrupt the sugar spiral.
If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified. Rage overtakes Ashley, and she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up.
You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you.
And with that, Ashley storms off into rededicated herself into being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone.
This isn't the last you've heard of me, either.
If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself. You and Colonel Sanders and the final cooks step up together. 2 chefs. What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become something else. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. Uh-oh, I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drumroll plays. Just when I thought I'd seen everything in this kitchen, you'd give me this thing. And it completely blows me away. In my 49 dog years of life, I've never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. That seems unfair, but fine. You pass, and you pass, and you get a pass. Everyone gathers around and partakes of the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem transcended on this reality into another dimension. You win. Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive, even the Van and Ashley are drawn back by its magnetic fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There are supposed to be more battles, but come on, how could they be better than this one? Now that one school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for their one last assignment, to get their groove on. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. DJ Dog is in the house! Oh, woo! You knew that Sprinkles is a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist? Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Van and Ashley tell everyone they're committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were villains. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another haunting. No ghosts allowed in graduation. It's clearly written at the Grew's bylaws. I was never actually a ghost. It was a trick to get you to finally notice me. Oh, amusing. And now that everyone is together, the Spork Monster, he's totally mellowed out. Everyone, the Spork Monster is no more. From here out, I prefer that everyone refer to me by my new name, Party Monster. Student tries to finish what he had to say, but everyone is too wrapped up talking to Spork. Party Monster. Dejected, student walks off. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking. And she's just gonna do great. A red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? It's Pop. He's arrived late to the dance, but apparently for good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perched upon his dirty chef's hat a crown? Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma, so we all had it mailed directly to your father and figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean. Oh, now I get it. And a new wing of the school, not to mention the honor of educating the son of the chancellor of such and such. The music of the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparkling and electrical hissing. It's Clank, who has arrived late to the dance. Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth. Whoa, he's still doing the talking thing. I am Clank, and I am not of this earth. I am actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. What? What? I actually feel like I knew that the whole this time. Now that I have learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Miriam, will you come with me? I don't know what to say. Besides, no, obviously. I've just begun to learn who I really am. This isn't the time for me to devote my life to figuring out who you are, Clank. You're blown away by Miriam's maturity. It's pretty clear that she managed to surpass you in that regard. I understand. Kind of. Humans are weird. A portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. Howdy, classmates. Just like the first day you met him, he's come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to just give him a bucket of chicken. This time, it's a full meal. I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken and by not remembering people to go out and buy my chicken. The end. Oh, it's not the end. And everyone feasts on the delicious chicken dinner. Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Boopy, what are you doing sitting all alone? Oh, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. I wonder, might you tell me, what are the qualities that you would expect to find in such a lucky person? Off the top of my head, oh, I don't know. Spicy musk, tidy goatee, and maybe a degree from the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, just to name a few. It's truly my lucky day. Would you dance with me? Yes, I'd love to. As you glide across the dance floor hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off, and I'll be so glad to spend it together with you, Poopy. Just one day out of 100 we'll spend together. That's it. Just one. How sweet. We'll work together and play together. Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks. Work together? Well, I think this is something I'll need to do by myself. But who will help you run your restaurants? I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, do you really think that running restaurants is the best path forward? You're kind of stupid. Could it be? You found a love connection but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef. Can you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing with his other love, the life of an entrepreneur? I suppose I could roll in pastry school? Oh, my dear Poopy, I'm sure that you'll find your place eventually. Maybe not pastry school, maybe you just want to get a regular job, not start a small business. They are expensive. And along the way, you'll have me by your side. The end. Is that it? Is it just taking me back to the beginning? Yeah, look at that. That logo is so weird, especially for a KFC game. Okay, so that was a hell of an adventure. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, check out my other videos, and I will see you in the next one. What a romantic, wild ride. Anyway, talk to you soon. Bye, friends.